Thank you for inviting me for this interview. I'm Alessia, and I'm responsible for business development at EvenBet Gaming and our new partnerships. So the company's expertise is mostly about poker. We've been on the market for over 2 decades, as you've mentioned. We offer all classic formats of the game to locally popular ones. We also have 2 poker networks for players from different geolocations, one from South America and Latin America, and the other one for Europe. And we've also released just 2 new games. One is one-click poker, and the other one is spins poker. "2025 was a really good year for EvenBet Gaming. The highlight of the year was our partnership with Hollywood Bets. It's one of the biggest operators in South Africa and in Africa in general. Then we also had some minor partnerships also in the continent, but still very important and significant because they allowed us to enter 8 new countries in Africa. Now, if we speak about the networks, they also showed considerable growth, from 20 to 50% depending on the geography. Now we expect that 2026 is going to be an even better year. We know for a successful operation what the operators need. They need to acquire new players and they need to improve the retention of the existing ones. Poker is known as a standalone iGaming vertical, but it's also a good tool to cover these 2 tasks. How does it work? So, in the first place, it's an interactive game with a strong sense of belonging to the community. Then it's also very engaging because you need a certain level of skills, and also the dynamic of every new game is quite unique, so it's also very interesting. Poker CPA is 3 to 10 times lower. Thanks to rate-back programs and to loyalty programs, players feel that they are tied to these loyalty benefits. It's really a great tool to improve the retention of your current players and to acquire the new ones. Actually, it's quite easy. We've been working with sports books for years, and with the new product Spins Poker, it's even easier. So it just takes like a few days, sometimes a few weeks. The integration is pretty straightforward because we have a very good API. Now, what the operators generally have to think about in advance is cross-marketing campaigns. Why is that? Because obviously, since the integration is very simple, you can have poker in a few days, but then you somehow have to work with these players, right? And this is a more challenging task, and this is something that takes more time. But the good news is we have our customer success behind you, and we will help you to do the work. I would say that in the next 5 years we expect 2 trends. One trend is enriching the poker solution with new features for professional players and semi-professional players, and on the other hand is simplification of the product for recreational players. We are already on the track, let's put it this way. So we've just released a one-click poker with easier user experience. So you just click on the game and you're right away at the table, you can play right away. Now, if we speak about our plans, we are planning to release new card games this year very soon. So follow the news and you will know which ones. So what we see now is that the regulation is getting stricter and stricter for bonuses and jackpots. And operators have to think of new ways how to re-engage with dormant players and to engage the current ones. And I believe that a good way to do it is unique content. So what kind of unique content? It can be streaming, multiplayer games, meta games. Poker is known as a multiplayer game, so I believe it's a good instrument to solve this issue, or at least to lessen the effect of the burden of regulation.
Alessia, thank you so much for being the part of this interview. It was nice to meet you, and I wish you a great few days here in Barcelona.
Thank you too, Vanessa. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.